Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. It is Sunday night, and you know what that means. We are live and in effect as I report to you from behind this plastic microphonic device. We are back to our normal situation here, our normal setup, and thank you for the patience that you showed me during the time when we were struggling there, but hey, we made it through. So let's get into some of these comments as we wait the market open. And let's first, before we do that, let's see who is amongst us here tonight. Normal situation stream is popping up here. The Global Warmer is here. Good to see the Global Warmer. He is first here tonight. And we also have JK Pioneer is here as well. Welcome. Howdy to you, as well as Rocky and Lars Job. Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us here tonight. James Smith is also with us as we march on through here. Moments before the markets open up, we're going to take care of some comments while we're here. Yes, indeed. Check out Rocky Superstar's channel. He posts usually about 8 o'clock on Sunday nights after this stream is over or thereabouts. So we've got Kokoki. I think this is Kokoki. I think that's what that says. I don't care about daily price. Just keep buying. There you go. All right. Dollar cost averaging. That's right. Dollar cost averaging is really what it's about. For sure. Jimmy J is here. Welcome, Kevin. VTX 1800. Good to see you. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Jim Watari is here. It says earthquakes and hurricanes. Bad news. I know California is under threat right now. Hawaii has had a wildfire. And yes, indeed. Ghost in Plain Sight is here. Welcome. Good to see you. Eric Cortez is here. First time visitor in the live stream. Welcome, Eric Cortez. Thanks for popping in. Welcome. Everybody give him a warm welcome. Jigsaw Jazz is here. Hello, Jigsaw. Good to see you. Thank you for being a channel member there. And let's get to ALXU4ZC. We like to answer comments in the stream, but we also will check the markets here on Sunday nights. So I was in my 20s in the 1970s. I experienced high inflation. I remember waiting in long lines of cars to fill up my gas tank. I sure wish I would have had the money to buy gold and silver back in those days. Yes, indeed. It was a tough time, for sure. And we are living through it again. Thank you for your insight, for sure. Yes, indeed. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Texas, Josh is here. Rocky, am I going to LA to the 280? No, I don't know where that is, but I'm not going to LA. That's for sure. Kevin, thank you for the $4.99 super chat, the first super chat of the night. Thank you, sir. We're gonna. The markets usually open up at 6, but it takes a little bit for them to refresh on Kitco. About 2 minutes after is what we found. So we're going to go through here and handle some of these comments in the meantime. Stacking points. I love war nickels. Got an LCS near me that sells them for below melt, usually like $1.05 or $1.10. I will buy your war nickels for $1 a piece, as many as you have. I love 40% halves as well. Recently bought a whole tube of BU 1965 halves for $3 a piece. And there you go. You can find them on the cheap. The stacking points, I'd be very curious to see what you can get for them if you were going to sell them back to your local coin shop. Good evening, Homestead Aquarius. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Greetings from West Tennessee, Ann's 1293. Good to see you. And Liquid Electrum here on this video about I lost over $25,000 in this metal. That metal, if you haven't watched this video, you should check it out. Amazing price swings in rhodium. That's the answer. My dad's name is Rudolph. Rhody for short. I would buy him an ounce of rhodium for Christmas if it were cheaper. Yes, indeed. That'd be a good idea. That would be a thoughtful gift for sure. All right. Yes, indeed. That's right, Matt Bittner. It is inflation here. Inflation is tame here compared to what other countries have suffered under. That's exactly right. I pretty much covered that in a recent video here recently that talked about like inflation that happens in Zimbabwe and also Venezuela. But you're exactly right. And a lot of other countries in between. Welcome. Good to see you guys. GNS Metals, Ghost in Plain Sight. And yes, indeed. 2 rolls that look fantastic. I've heard those things look good. I did see them on a video one time, Lars Job. Wouldn't mind getting some of those at some point in time. Mike Herrera is here. Eric Grimes is here. Jim Tillapal. Silver Patriot, Mark Samuelson. First time in the live chat, been a subscriber for a while. Well, Mark Samuelson, thank you. Everybody give him a warm welcome as well. Thank you so much. All right. Good to see Silver Wolverine is here. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. We're going to answer a few more comments, and we'll check the markets as they open up. Annie Oakley says, very interesting video, Sal. I think it's awesome that you opted to keep it. Yes, indeed. I have a good reasons. You can follow the whole journey through the playlist, but thank you, Annie Oakley. Yes, indeed. A lot of videos in that playlist. We'll talk about rhodium. All right, Richard Metcalf says, you didn't lose $25,000 unless sold. With only one example, I would have held on to and kicked myself in the rear later. Yes, rear later on. Yes, indeed. That's right. True. And I guess it could go back up again. Highly doubtful that it could go back up to $30,000 or near there again, but I guess it's possible. Nickel Stacking is here. James Smith is here. Lassie Farm is here. Welcome. Good to see you. I'm glad you guys are joining us here tonight. As we wait the markets to open, we have 1 minute. It is after 6, but it takes about 2 minutes for them to show up. So we're going to answer one more comment, then we're going to check the markets. So here is what Generic Stacker says. When adding up lost opportunities, I feel like an unlucky loser unable to make wise decisions. But it's the actions taken, the successes that keep me afloat. Not in a super yacht, and not in a dingy either. Endless opportunities out there right now slipping away, but I feel sleepy and about to nap. No, I hear you. You kind of weigh your options there, and you kind of, as long as you're realistic and don't take too many chances, you likely will do fine. You want to have a nice yacht, but you won't have a dingy either. All right, let's get to the markets as they have opened, and will they propagate on Kitco? Well, yes, it looks like they have, and they are open to the positive side here tonight. It's a green and black time here. Gold is up 60 cents to $1,891 and 20 cents. Silver is up 1 red cent, even though it's showing up as green here. And that is up to $22.87. So yes, indeed. Gold is taking a pretty big hit, 5-month low. Talked about that in a recent video. But yes, we'll see. We'll see. So far, the metals are kind of rebounding ever so slightly here. Ever so slightly indeed. Good to see you guys. And let's see here. Let's slurp away here. I also have some cookies to celebrate tonight. I do have some cookies. Cyber Curtain Twitcher is here. Good to see you. Welcome, Cat Weasel and Michael McCoy. Let's explore indeed. And let's see here. Mystery Buyer says, just the other day I was thinking about your rhodium, Sal. I recently was looking at the rhodium price, then started thinking about you. I still don't think you lost anything, though. You have a unique rarity. I'm certain it will go further than its highs. Kitco will probably buy something like that. Yes, it very well could. I kind of just bought it because of the factor of what rhodium is. A very rare metal, but yes, indeed. Very well could go back up again. We'll see here. Good to see you guys. Welcome. Kenneth Smith is here. Silver cookies. No, not silver cookies. Are chocolate chip. Good stuff. All right. And let's see here. Iron Ride 4317 says here, imagine the arrogance of American stackers refusing to look up percentage of silver in Canadian, British, or other world silver coins. Yeah, that's true. And but the thing is that unless you know what the percentage are of all the silver coins, it's going to be confusing, and not a lot of people are going to want it. And I would say anything under 90% is going to be tougher to sell and probably shouldn't stack. Yes, indeed, we're crunching away. We're crunching away on the cookie here. Have 2 cookies. And slowly might make my way through there tonight. But thank you, guys. All right. And now I used to do push-ups. Now I'm doing cookies. I wasn't able to only do push-ups last week, but I'm going to get back into it. Sunday nights we don't usually do it, but I'm going to get back into it. Hey, it's Bill 457's birthday today. Happy birthday to you. And Michael McCoy's daughter And he just had some chocolate chip cookies while it's playing Alien Isolation. Nice. All right. Very good. Nice. And Silver Patriot just bought some Oreos as well, too. And good to see you guys. All right. Very good. Good Sunday to Zeke Plays. Big Trader is here. Good folks. Happy birthday again to Bill. Yes, indeed. Bill 457's birthday today. Helen Dobb is with us. We have a decent crowd with us tonight as we look at these markets. I'm going to refresh these again now. And right now it looks like silver is now practically flatlined. That's right. Silver is back down now to $22.87. A modest gain of 0.02%, not enough to register in the markets here as we watch the Kitco prices. Gold is up 40 cents to $1,890.90. The 0.02% move for both metals. That gives you an idea of how much more valuable gold is than silver. When a 0.02% move for gold is a 40% hike or 40-cent hike, whereas the silver 0.02% is barely registered. All right. Yes, the cookies are not silver cookies, but they are delicious. Hello, Big Trader. Good to see you. All right. Good to see you. And Media Man is with us as well. And as we march on through here to more comments, we've got Seru Mike says, great video. He says he's never seen rhodium before. Nice to see the metal finish compared to platinum. I don't understand why dealers don't sell rhodium. Even a small market, you think there would be buyers. Yeah. And very few do. And it started to pick up a little bit when rhodium prices were lower. Pam Suisse made some. And there was a coin actually produced. But that all kind of went away. Thank you guys for being here. Good to see Welchco Services is slurping with us. The tribe is here, encouraging folks to like the live stream. I appreciate the likes on this. The thumbs up do help. So I appreciate it. And Gold Chick is with us this year, the lovely Gold Chick. So let's answer one more comment, and we'll take a look at the metals complex again and see what's happening here. Now, Cardevu says here, from 946, this is a high desirable 5 Franken Pfundfiber in Swiss German coin. Weight is 15 grams and 835 silver, so around 12.52 grams fine silver uncirculated. Has more silver in it than the US half dollar, one of the best European junk silver coins in the 60s. Wow, well, I actually have one of those pieces here by my side here that I kind of keep. And it is a kind of a cool looking coin, I must admit. He says Switzerland was the last country in Europe which had 4 coins and 835 silver in the 60s. Pretty wild. The 5 Franken is the 1960s was the European silver coin in circulation which had over 12 grams of fine silver in it. The highest amount of silver. I'm Swiss. That's why I know it. That's pretty amazing. Well, that's pretty cool, Cardevo. Thank you for sharing that with me. I do like the coin. It has edge lettering in it too, for sure. All right. That's right. Very good. Yep, rhodium was a big deal for plating silver jewelry back in the day. That's right. As well as a catalyst, it is mainly known for plating other jewelry pieces in silver. That's very true, Video Man. Thank you. Welcome, Colonic Stacker. We've got Paula Gandolfo here. Aloha. Speaking of aloha, we send our prayers to the people of Maui who have suffered this wildfire. Devastating. Still over 1,000 people missing. And just crazy. Yes, indeed. And 114 confirmed dead. 114 bodies found. Nick is here. Yes, I did have vegetables and rice and salmon cakes. Yes, indeed. Now I've got some cookies for dessert, Nick. I'm crunching on them right now. And good to see Ominous Rooster. And welcome to you. As we march ahead here to another comment, then we'll take a look at the markets yet again and see what they're doing. The monster from Davos, the assault on sound money. Somebody said, complimented me on the title of this video. There's some videos where I can't help it. I just got to choose a clever title because this is a play on the words from the creature from Jekyll Island. Well, the monster is much worse than the creature. And from Davos, Switzerland is what we're talking about, the assault on sound money. I knew it wouldn't get many views, but I had to do it anyway. Deleter, I was thinking one of the ways the global communists are helping to erode the ultimate usefulness of sound money in the coming crisis or collapse is by China minting billions of counterfeit gold and silver coins and bars. That's exactly what they've been doing for a long time. It may be a part of their plan to do this. There's a collapse and the public start using precious metals as a medium of exchange. I'd imagine very quickly knowledge of methods of testing will be propagated. We're smart, adaptable people. That's true. Yes, and yes, these are crunchy cookies for sure. Yes, indeed. All right, yes, is Paula from... yes, Paula is from Hawaii. God bless you. We're praying for you. And that is tough, what's going on there. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's see here. Very, very good. Now, we've got Lamar Avery. Says, at this point, I don't expect silver to go to the moon. Unless the Artemis mission takes a bunch of it with them. I guess that's quite a possibility, just to satisfy the pun. I've heard it all before. I've been waiting a long time. I haven't bought any silver for 3 years. Remember Chris Dwayne? He was saying a 10th ounce of silver would be a day's pay in the future. He was saying that silver will be extinct by 2020. There is so much silver out there. Should have bought more gold instead. Yep, Lamar Avery, that's exactly the type of thing that I provide balance for those types of views. I try to counter those kind of arguments on this channel. Precisely because I think, honestly, that individual has done more harm to silver than good based off of some of what he has preached, because he was a pillar essentially of the silver community back then, and it's completely turned around, and it's pretty sad what happened there, because in the end silver sells itself. All right, very, very good. Aussie Girl is here. Welcome. My britches are electrum, says anytime oil spikes, inflation kicks in. When oil drops, gold and silver go up. Silver always has higher gains. Sell the highs and wait for a big pullback, but profits in the gold. To some extent, you're right, because oil is in everything, including plastics. But yeah, it's crazy. And but you know, it had to be a sustained spike in order for that to occur. No, Ominous Rooster, I am tapped out from some purchases I've made before the prices went down. Yes, indeed. So I am tapped out for a little bit here, sadly. But anyways. All right. Razorback Stacker. Eating this cookie here, pardon me. It says, I so appreciate this type of reporting. Every time I find myself second guessing myself about stacking, I look for your channel and I get uplifted. Well, thank you. Well, thank you. I appreciate that so much, Razorback Stacker. That is my sole mission on this channel, is just try to uplift and encourage stackers by being as real as I can about silver and gold, because there's plenty of good reasons to stack it when the price is low and the premiums are low, as well as hold on to and buy even some when the prices are high. So thank you for recognizing that. I definitely appreciate that so much. All right, very good. And let's see here. Let's march on to the next one, then we'll take a look at the markets. Thank you guys for being here. Homestead Aquarius says here the following. I think you're correct, Sal. I don't see how it can rise, how it can't rise in the future. Maybe we'll all have the time to load all we want into our ships before the tide comes in. Thank you, sir. Yes, perhaps so. Take advantage of the dips and see where it goes, for sure. Signed Book Collector is here. Welcome. Beto D is here with us. Welcome. Good to see you. And let's see. Let's take a look at the markets now. The markets indeed are reacting. They were down for a slight moment. For a very slight moment. In fact, silver and platinum were down, but now they're a flat line. Both of them completely flatlined. Gold is up 90 cents now to $18.91 and 40 cents. Palladium is up $2, $12.90. So there's where palladium is. So all the platinum group metals, save for rhodium, are making moves right now. It's kind of wild to see here. And no movement in silver right now, 22.86. And platinum is flatlined as well to $923. I've always felt that anything under $1,000 for rhodium is a bargain in my view. I think it's undervalued, but it's been like this for quite a while now. But yes, indeed. All right. Let's see here. Marching forward here. To the comments, back to the comments again. And kind of quiet, really. Living the Dream, 7714. Ron's basement is the worst. He, without fail, will post videos daily of $60 or $6,000 silver. Thumbs up. All right, well, I don't know if that's a backhanded compliment to me or if that's just an insult on him and totally unrelated to this video. But you thumbed up the video, so maybe it's a backhanded compliment to me, which usually I get insults from Living the Dream, so I'll take it. But I really don't know much about Ron's basement, to be honest. I focus my time and efforts on members of the community who interact in the community with each other here. I think that's what it's about. It's about community, and people have different ways of doing it, but I like to support other channels and talk with folks. And maybe he does with his audience, but I've never seen him on my channel or even any other channel. I don't see his comments around there, so I don't know. But anyways, not saying he doesn't, but I just don't see a whole lot of it. But all right, Lars Job says, I cannot tell you the number of things I would rather do than be at a concert with either of them. Yep, same here, Lars. I don't get it. I don't get the appeal. I mean, I understand. Obviously, they're musical artists and may have some talent with what they do, with the type of music they do, but I'm more of a metal guy. And let's see here. And thank you, Lars. I appreciate that. So, McCulkin here on this video about the proof that silver is going to go up soon. It's all BS. Physical silver very rarely, if ever, increases enough to overcome the premiums. Good luck. I'm converting to gold the minute I can get close to my cost. Silver has to get to $50 for any poor saps to make 10% that bought Eagles. Yes, during the past year or so, you're exactly right about that for Eagles. That's why you have to be a savvy stacker. You got to be a savvy stacker during this time. Which is why I've advised people not to buy a silver Eagles unless you're getting just to fill your year sets or date sets. But yes, indeed. All right. Let's see here. The Van Man is what this channel is called. Or this user is called, rather. The Van Man says, keep up the great research. You back your opinions with a breath of fresh air to the faithful. I feel like a crow picking up shiny things laying about. Time to add is now, in my opinion. I did the same during the 2015 and 2018 when silver was maligned, then flipped and added more later when it dropped. It feels like the period again. Yes, I think it's a mini version of that period, the Van Man. I think we'll probably see silver go up before 3 years from now, unless you think we're at the tail end of it. But it's been a wild ride since the pandemic. But yes, thank you so much for your kind words. All right, very good. Good to see you. Silver Eagles are a scam, but the prices have come down a little bit on them now. I think the cheapest I saw was actually just below 27, believe it or not. All right, very good. Glad you guys are with me tonight. Thank you so much as we march ahead here. Yep, I mean, I'm almost done with this cookie. Sorry about that. I usually don't do this on Sunday nights, but I just felt the need, since we're back to our regular format again. I wanted to celebrate with some cookies. And so I hope you're not grossed out by it. Hanging with me in here. And DD Prepper says, historic buying opportunity and it's real money. Yes, indeed. I like to consider it commodity money or dormant money. No IQ says, I did find it informative and insightful. Thank you, No IQ. Appreciate it. A lot of my videos at times we talk about concepts like this. It's kind of a thought exercise, thinking through the what could bring silver prices up or down, or just the fundamentals of why silver and gold stacking is a good idea. Bound metals are at $27. I've never heard of bound metals, but that's pretty good. 27 bucks. All right, and let's see here. And we've got Bob Silver says, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Rounds are only $26 when you buy 20 at Pinehurst Coins. That's $1 below Eagles right now of a certain place from this Bound Metals, wherever that is. And it says, very good price on the coolest looking silver rounds ever. I have 12 so far, and they're definitely a must-have. There you go. Nice, Bob. Very cool. Never be sorry about a good cookie. Thank you, Ghost in Plain Sight. Sound like Cookie Monster, said John Knox. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm cuckoo for Cookie Monsters. Thank you, Michael McCoy. And good to see Aussie girls love cookies too, but too early here for cookies where she's at. It's morning time, Monday there. All right. Cracking the cookies. All right, have a good night. Rocky Superstar, appreciate you, brother. All right. Stacking and cracking. I always avoid the sticks. Of course, I'm not really into older coins anyway. Oh, I think he did say, I always avoid the slicks, he says. I always avoid the slicks. I'm not really into the older coins anyway. I just have some because I got them cheap or free from the bank. There you go. If you get them free from the bank, that's a different matter. It's about, the key word in this title is buy. Yes, indeed. All right, very, very good. Well, let's see here. We're going to march ahead here. Good crowd here tonight. I appreciate it. We're almost at 100 likes, by the way, in this live stream. And we're going to go back to the markets and see what they're doing now. Well, they were briefly down. Platinum was briefly down into the red just for a very short period of time, but now it's back to flatlined again. Silver is flatlined for all intents and purposes, down 0.02%. Yes, indeed. All right. Very, very good. As we march ahead here. So there's where the markets are. Gold is sustaining a little bit of a high, a little bit of an increase here. It's up 70 cents today. Oh, yeah. And palladium is up $4 now. So palladium is actually the best performing metal of the night so far. Oh, wow. Thoughts of Kronos with a nice super chat here. Thank you. I just made a short of one of my silver on one of my silver, but love your channel. I just made a short of one of my silver, but I love your channel. Well, thank you. Good job, Thoughts of Kronos. Congratulations and thank you for that. Very kind. Let me see if I can. I'll check that out later on. But thank you, Thoughts of Kronos. Check out the Thoughts of Kronos channel. Very, very kind of you indeed, sir. All right. Very good. James Sky, Sal's turn from a slurper to a cruncher. Yes, indeed. A little bit of both. I'm almost done with this cookie. Sorry about that, guys. A little unprofessional for me to doing this on a market watch, but when have I ever really been professional anyway? By the way, the gold to silver ratio is narrowing slightly, 83.01 to 1. That's right. So we'll see here what happens with that. All right, Ralph says, why can't the Fed just destroy a whole bunch of cash to take it out of the system? Well, they are doing that to some extent, and they're doing it in two ways. They're getting old bills out of circulation and not replacing them. That's number one. And they're maybe even taking some bills out of circulation, physical bills like this. But they're also just deleting zeros and ones, digitized versions of those. But it's such a minute amount, it's effectively not really having that dramatic impact on the M2 money supply. T-Girl is here. Welcome, T-Girl. And TJF, welcome. Good to see you. Ronald Hall says, do you think it will not go up in value again? There is a possibility, but it's highly unlikely in my view that it's going to get that high again anytime soon anyway. So, but I'm keeping it anyway regardless. Yes, indeed. All right, I just finished my cookie, and Ghost in Plain Sight says I should get another one. Let's see, slurping and crunching like it ain't, and known a thing like a legend. Thank you, my friend. All right, Tazante Flight. Yes, I'm wondering. I heard about that may have happened in Turkey. Now they're saying it may have happened here. Media Man, when gold is down because the dollar is up, the Canadian is down, and gold for us stays high. Can't catch a break. Let's take a look here. In Canadian dollars, we'll also look at in Australian dollars as well. So now we see gold is up 70 cents. We want to look at these numbers here. We're going to look at the percentages here for all of these numbers to see what it's doing in foreign currencies. The Canadian dollar, 0.04 for both gold and silver. Look at it in Canadian dollars. 0.04 and 0.03 down. It's insane. So it's actually going down, which means that the dollar is weakened slightly against the Canadian dollar. So it's actually down in Canadian dollars. In Australian dollars, it's down even more, which means the dollar is now, dollar index is, compared to other currencies, must be up. Let's take a look and see. I can check this on another screen. What is the dollar index doing? It's flatlined. There's no movement. Oh, it's down now. It's down 103.37. So that explains that at least to some degree. There is some delay in some of that, but I think that's what we're seeing there. Yes, indeed. All right. We'll also do it in the pound. So you can see it's down even more. So the pound is strengthened against the dollar right now, at least as of the recording. This may not be an accurate representation because these currency readings may not have opened up yet. They're in these markets, but it is something intriguing. All right. And let's see here. So let's get back to the channel comments, but it's always good to check and see what they're doing in other currencies. Thank you, JM Alicia's here. He pressed the thumbs up button to 117. I appreciate it. Pennynomics, that's right. It's better than Bidenomics, right? Very good to see you. All right, very good. And we've got Jason O'Neill Brown commenting on this, saying the following, and I quote directly, mostly I stack, but from time to time I buy something I just like. For example, that 2-ounce revolver coin for around $250. Yes, that thing was all the rage for a while, for sure. Yes, indeed. The dollar index and the fiat dollar are driving. Yes, indeed. That's right. True that. True that. All right. As we march ahead here. Last Friday's data. Okay, very good. And Robbie Hollywood here on this video about the proof that silver is going to go up soon says the following. As I march on through here. Silver is terribly undervalued. It should be on par with gold. Well, what does that mean, on par with gold? You're talking about a reasonable ratio like 40-1, or are you talking about 1-1 with gold? If it is, you're sadly misguided. It'll never get there. It was that in one time in history. Not only was it like that in one time in history, it was only like that in one place in history, largely Egypt, for a very short amount of time because silver was hard to come by there. Gold was easier to come by in comparison. He also thinks that gold is a little too expensive and should have come down a little bit in cost. But no, unfortunately, I don't foresee gold exploding in value. People have been saying that for a while. Hasn't happened yet. That's true. But do not be misguided about silver either being on par with gold. That's not going to happen. All right. Oh, let's see here. But thank you again for your comment. Martin Phillips, and you keep this in a chest at the end of a rainbow? Well done. It takes discipline to save. No, I keep it spread out. Spread it Spread the wealth around to different locations, right? Do not make yourself a target. Do not want to do that for sure. Yes, indeed. All right. Now, the 40% Kennedy halves are likely the lowest premium. Let me get this over here. Lowest premium U.S. minted coins available today. The other 60% is copper and usually a very slightly worn. They're also unlikely to be ever up for grabs in a confiscation situation. They might take up a little extra space, but that's not that big of a deal. Well, I don't think you have to worry about a confiscation situation anytime soon, a comment. So I wouldn't really use that argument, but the positives far outweigh the space. Well, it's not just space. It's what you're going to get back for them. In fact, good luck finding a way to sell them. Good luck. I'd be very curious, comment, because he said that there's cannot be more wrong about this. The video was idiotic and irresponsible. Well, a comment. Why don't you go comment $8.99? Why don't you go to your local coin shop and see what they are going to pay you for your 40% Kennedy halves compared to what you buy them for? If they're the lowest premium, they're still a premium. My guess is you're going to get well under spot for them. They're just not as liquid, not as desirable. And for that, you might as well just save up for 90% halves. So, yep. All right. Hasta la Vista Adventure says, gold and silver's true value will certainly be reflected sooner than later. The fact is, dollar has no value, only perceived value against a $32.6 trillion debt. Yes, we'll see. We'll see how soon that is. We'll find out in due course. But this is one of the reasons why we stack, because it simply is not fiat. I think that's probably the biggest reason to stack gold and silver. It's not fiat, right? Good to see SF Stacker. Good to see you. Dark Knight Cowboy is here. Welcome, guys. Glad you're here with us tonight. Yes, I did see that post just before I came live. That is scary stuff. Very scary stuff. That gives you pause. And the thing is that's the reason why before I even thought about doing a full stack silver or gold video, I made sure that I was extra secure because I've been a victim of theft myself. And they did take what little gold and silver I had back then that was stored stupidly, and word got out. You can never be too safe. And this is one reason, in fact, it's the primary reason why I don't show my face and I don't say my name. And there's a lot of different things you do to try to protect yourself. And I'm not saying that Silver Slayer wasn't safe. I mean, he did show his face, but anyways, it just takes one little thing. And some people think I'm paranoid, but anyways. In fact, I interviewed somebody who found it preposterous that I wouldn't show my face. I'm like, hey, sorry, not happening. Anyways, you can never be too safe. Never, ever be too safe. All right. Now, Silver Bean Counter says, yes, I've seen you become quite the gold bug, Sal. But I've not seen you trade silver for gold. That's right, I've not done it. We've had opportunity to do so with the ratio in the 60s. Would you do it? I need a vid on this. Well, I might have to consider a video on it. I know Silver Bean Counter has done it. I think he's had the opportunity to well researched. There's ways you can do it and do it effectively. I don't know that I have the skill or patience or time to really do that. To take advantage of it like he would. And so I probably don't, I kind of doubt it, but I might think about it to some extent. Because I know he's been able to do it successfully. Mm-hmm. Good to see Johnny Silver is here. Welcome. Good to see Dark Metal Cowboy, or Dark Knight Cowboy. All right, and we've got... what was your dollar cost average on this? It's tough to say because I really didn't do the math because I don't have the receipts for every little piece I bought. And in hindsight, I probably should have, but a lot of it was collectible stuff too, as you can see. So That really hurts your dollar cost average. But on the stackable stuff, it's probably in the $1,500 to $1,800 range, likely, mostly, anyways. Big trader, finished with my woman because she wouldn't help me with my mind. People think I'm insane because I'm frowning all the time, paranoid. That's right, exactly. There you go. Welcome. Thank you, Blue. Good to see you, Blue. Welcome to Salvation Nation. You are #1. Thank you, brother. Very kind of you indeed. Good crowd here tonight. We're back to a regular. I can see everything that comes in on the chat side. I got the email opened up in case there's activity there. And good to see you guys. All right, very good. And we've got John R. Day says, come on, we have been hearing that silver price is going to explode for some time now. So what is your definition of soon? Yes, that is the whole thing. I left it pretty open-ended here because it is. But I think I've partially defined it as before the end of the year. And I'll notice I didn't say what price it's going to be before the end of the year other than $28. I'm predicting $28 by the end of the year. And I think that once the summer is over and once we get a better idea of what's going to happen with the Fed and the stuff that I mentioned in that video, we'll have a better clue. But also looking at the charts, we have higher lows. The higher lows are the proof. And the proof is in the pudding. I think I did a video about that. Let me see. Let me just make sure. Did I do a video about proof in the pudding? To find out, if we scroll all the way to the right and we type pudding in here, yes, we did. The proof is in the pudding. You guys should check that video out if you get a chance. Yes, indeed. It's a short one. Short, and it was sweet. And why is it sweet? Because pudding has sugar in it. Let me repeat that. Pudding has sugar in it. So it's sweet. The proof is in the pudding. All right, so check that out when you get a chance. All right, Jed Clampett says, I don't wish to have the conversation regarding the price of silver is where it is currently sits. I prefer to have the conversation how the price manipulators are going to collectively be indicted, rounded up, or prosecuted. Nothing less will suffice. I hear you. Hey, we got a Eric Grimes just gifted 5 Salivate Metal memberships to the community. Thank you, Eric Grimes. A shot across the bow, a 9mm round shot there. Thank you so much to Eric Grimes. Those of you who received the gift from him, say thank you. Yes, indeed. Good to see you guys. Thank you again. All right. Very, very good. All right. Let's see here. Very good. So, yes. Well, and the thing is, yeah, you got to find it. I mean, already there has been some indictments from manipulators. Check out my stories on JP Morgan, silver price manipulation. Yes, indeed. Lady scammers, your hands, and we believe you. That's right. There you go, Rob Bob Thompson. That's exactly right. There you go. Exactly. Oh, my goodness gracious. If only. If only. So we'll go up when speculators get out of the market. All right. Yes, indeed. Okay. I guess I speculate too, don't I? To some degree. Maybe I should get out of the market. We all like the mystery. And Steve C., great video. Buy low, stack on. Yes, indeed. There you go. Stacking on in the free world. Let's take a look at the market, shall we? Just for gits and shiggles. What are they doing to us now? The markets are alive. And platinum is down. Look at that. Platinum is actually down tonight. Down $1 to 1922. Gold is up 60 cents. Not a lot of movement there with gold. Silver is up 0.02%, barely registering. In fact, not registering at all for the actual nominal dollar or cent price movement there. Very good. Thank you, Gold Maple. Yes, indeed. Thank you for watching. And yes, indeed. Very good. And we're slurping our way through this live stream. Fed never. That's right. I need to look into what Fed now is doing. I've heard it's had some glitches on opening, but we'll see here. And James Sky is here. Welcome, James Sky. Good to see you. So there is where these markets are now. Refreshing this thing here, we can see now gold is up 90 cents. Silver effectively flat. Platinum down $1. Palladium is up $5 tonight. To $12.93, almost $1,300 for palladium. Not a lot of movement. We'll find out. You want to stay tuned for tomorrow morning's video, which will give you some other thoughts about the markets coming up here in the next week. Stay tuned for that. And CCT is here. Welcome. Good to see you. As we march ahead here, we've got Aussie Girl says, I wish Australia would get ours back from the United Kingdom. And we are quite capable of holding it here. That's right. That's exactly right, Aussie Girl. This is my video. The real reason why central banks are buying gold now. And I think it's a good idea for countries to repatriate their gold for sure. LTD was first on this video. Good job, LTD. Is LTD here? And first, the real day the gold standard died. Whoa, T-Girl Amber took up Sal's challenge for 1 ounce of gold. Way to go. Yep, I'll get another cookie. Push-ups tomorrow. Yes, indeed. The cookie is in another part of the domicile here, and I apologize. I'm not able to take too much time away, but maybe we'll have some more on Tuesday night. There is LTD Civil Works. Good job. What did you get, T-Girl Amber? Congratulations on that. This is her first ounce of gold. This is pretty amazing. Way to go. I've always said, if you're an ardent silver stacker or just a fractional gold buyer, there's nothing like holding a 1 ounce gold coin in your hand. Yes, indeed. You can really feel it. Yes, indeed. All right. So I'm curious to see what T-Girl got. Send Taylor Swift to Australia to help them with inflation. There you go, Red Crawler. I like that idea. Let's do it. Yeah, Bitcoin is down 10% in a week. Yeah, where's Ken Shikenji? Yes, where is he today? 10% a week. Oh, my goodness. He's hiding from us. Never here when Bitcoin is down and silver is up. Never to be found. All right. On this video about the real day the gold standard died, does the 2023 Silver Eagle have any security other than missing green near the Y? No other security measures at all. Sadly. All right. Ah, yes. All right, we've got Silver Honda, who drives a paid-off blue Honda, says the following here. Like number 1 with algorithm food. And yes, indeed. Not too much whoopee in the Silver Honda house. Yes, indeed. Too much whoopee. Two Brother Stacking is here. He's got a great channel too. You guys check out Two Brother Stacking. Oh yeah, very, very good. Oh, Ghost in Plain Sight has just gifted 5 celibate metal memberships and 9mm round shot across the bow of gifts to the stream. Yes, indeed. All right. Very good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Good job. Thank you so much, Ghost in Plain Sight. You were the man. Steve C says, totally wrecked the display at the end. I drive 25 miles for LCS. Yes, indeed. Very good. That's right. You're one of the few that noticed that. Sometimes I like to do some stuff at the end of the videos to keep you watching. All right. Wow. $13 over melt at Boyne Exchange's 5-gram gold bars. It's a good deal. Some of these deals can be found even for fractional gold. Way to go. Sometimes the bars can do it. Leet Killer from Matthew 6:24. No one can serve 2 masters. Either you are hate one and love the other, or you will be voted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money. Well, no one says that we're doing that, Leet Killer. And NC Pertney says, and he also said this in the parable, the ground of a certain rich man yielded an abundant harvest. He thought to himself, what shall I do? I have no other place to store my crops. Then he said to him, this is what I'll do. I'll tear down my barns and build bigger ones. Then I'll store in my surplus barn. And I'll say to myself, you have plenty of grain laid up for many years. Take life easy, eat, drink, and be merry. But God said to him, you fool, this very night your life may be demanded from you. Then you will get what you have prepared for yourself. Yes, that's right. Oh, thank you. All right. Thank you, Mr. E. Appreciate that. £2 super chat. Looking forward to your review of the BRICS meeting. I will keep abreast of that and see how this plays out and see the BRICS meeting. Thank you so much, sir. Druid, you got 447 thumbs up. Now we can not see the thumbs down. Total bummer. Yes. That was not, that is not, that is a YouTube thing. You can't see thumbs down in any videos, but I can tell you how many thumbs down from my side. Let me refresh this and I can tell you how many thumbs down there are, although I hope people will thumb up the live stream. It's 100% thumbs up. Wow, thank you guys. 100% thumbs up. Thank you. But for reference, Friday night's live stream had 1 thumbs down. Tuesday nights had 1 thumbs down. So we do get usually 1 or a couple of thumbs downs on the live streams, but not too often. It's a pretty high rate. There was one from a week on August 1st that had 2 thumbs down. So, but I get more than that on my videos. There's always some haters on the videos, but I digress. All right. Let's get back over here to this comment. So he's using scripture warfare here. Matthew 18:20, for where 2 or 3 come together in my name, there I am with them. All right, yes indeed. Well, Elite Killer, I would say that it would be advised to look at the context of the scripture. Yes indeed. All right. D.W. Murray says, I wondered if your headline would be about Jekyll Island. Yes, indeed. No, it is not, believe it or not, about Jekyll Island. Yes, indeed. All right, very good. Good to see Judy is here. Joey is here. Welcome. Good to see you. Good to see Bob Thompson. Chef Stacker is here. Appreciate you guys being with us tonight as we march on. Let's take a look at the markets, shall we? The markets indeed are alive. And silver, man, silver is stubborn. It's not really moving at all tonight. It's flatline, completely flatline now as I take another slurp of this coffee. Yeah, it must be Terry's job. That's right. Good to see Mark Razor is with us tonight. J.M. Unleashed is still here. He's an amazing moderator. Appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Jeff Nelson. I appreciate that. I try to be realistic because I do believe that silver and gold essentially do sell themselves, because they're amazing metals, and history has proven them to be right. Yes, indeed. Hello, Chad Wolf is here. Welcome. And so gold is now up only 30 cents. That's the lowest rise that's been all night. Now, at the top of the hour, we will see exactly how it looks on the charts for both gold and silver. Likely we're not going to see much activity, but platinum is now down $1. Palladium is up $5. It's the clear winner of the night. Oh, yeah. And let's go over here to Bosnian Stacker. Thanks for the history lesson and thumbs up. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, sir. Azuki Play says, what goes down must go up. That's exactly right. And that's really because of the Federal Reserve System and controlled inflation. Controlled inflation. That's been the one thing that's, there's 3 things that you can rely on in life. Number 1 is death. Number 2 is taxes, and number 3 is inflation. Very rarely will we see deflation, although that's more of a possibility, but it's not what they're wanting here. Very good. That's right, very good. Oh, that's right. A ghost in plain sight is exactly right. 164 here, but you can bet that God is here with us. I believe that this many faithful are drawing a response from God. That's true. Yep. He is all around, omniscient, omnipresent, and omnipotent. Those are the 3 attributes of God. They're pretty amazing. And it also happens that he's a triune God in the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. All happens in 3s, right? Very good. And LTD Silverworks, the Fed just made out like bandits that they are, trading your gold for their paper notes. Yes, indeed. Crazy, crazy. They sure are. And let's see here. Mark B is here. Welcome, Mark B. Good to see you. Yeah, transitory has a new definition. It means permanent. That's right. Very, very good. Thank you, LTD. Bosnian Stacker says, there you go, YouTube deleting my comments as soon as I mention discounts that the other company offers. This platform sucks and I'm out. Well, Bosnian, I don't know what's going on there. I don't think it's YouTube targeting your comments. I think it's something glitchy that's going on there. And I've looked for it in the spam. In fact, you know what? I can always approve. Let me try this. Bosnian Stacker, I just always approve your you as a user. Just to make sure. I very rarely see your comments come in, so maybe that might help. Give it another chance. So let's see what happens from that. Let's see what happens to that, Bosnian Stacker. I just always approve your comments. I didn't think about that before when you and I talked, but hopefully that'll work. Eric Grimes, it's funny that the government value of 1 ounce of gold is still only $42.22. That's right. I did a video about that recently, by the way. I wish the Mint would sell it to us for that. Me too. It'd be nice. Very good. Good to see Sin City. Welcome. Ominous Rooster is here. Ronald Hall is here with us tonight. Try Again is here. So is Rolling Thunder, Herzenagova. James W. YouTube algorithm automatically delete comments the company doesn't like. Yeah, it's crazy. So I don't know. But I've got them as always approved. I'm hoping that'll work through. But I can't believe that they would be against, I think the company he's talking about was JM Bullion. And JM Bullion advertises on YouTube. So I wouldn't think they would get rid of them. Something is going on there. Helen Dobbs says, hi, well, I guess I'm a hoarder as I like to keep metals and things. I was around in the Nixon administration and do remember it well. There you go. Yes, indeed. Good thinking. Good thinking indeed. All right, now look at this. Silver's down for the first time tonight in the Asian market. Silver's down 1 red cent. Yes, indeed. And gold is only up 10 cents. So we very well could see gold go into negative territory tonight and the silver continue to drop. But we have seen it kind of, go back and forth, oscillate, right? That's the right word, back and forth. So we'll keep an eye on it and see what happens tonight. But there it is. Platinum is down $1, 1920 or 9.22. Palladium is up $5. Gold is the king of all precious metals, save for rhodium. Yes, indeed. Very, very good. Good to see Chef Stacker. And let's see. We have 167 watching here tonight and 172 thumbs up. Thank you guys for thumbing up the live stream. Oh, yeah. Let's press on here now to more comments, shall we? We've got Red Crawler. Is Red Crawler still with us here in this live stream? This is on the real day that the gold standard died. Yes, indeed. Much to the chagrin. Probably a lot of people didn't know about this date that I'm talking about in this video. But indeed, it might be weird, but I stack the more pristine $20 bills and spend the old torn 20s. Stacking 20s for gold and silver. Wish the eagle on the $half was on the 1 ounce gold coin. Yes, that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty nice, the eagle and the $half, which is the walking liberty or the standing eagle on the reverse. It is pretty nice. I think that would actually fit fairly well on the gold eagle as well. Yes, indeed. Canadian Silver Surfer, yes. Check out his community tab. He talks about it. But he will be back soon. YouTube is blocking Mark B's comments too. I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. Apparently it's happening more often. I don't know. I might have to do another video about it. See what's happening here. I don't want people to think that I'm doing it and leave the channel because of it. But anyways. Gold Chick here. Let's see what Gold Chick has to say about this situation. She says, Roosevelt was not given the constitutional authority to illegalize gold ownership. That's not within the presidential articles. Gold and silver were the only money. This appears in the documents before the move to the 3-branch government powers were laid out. The only way to amend the gold and silver standard was by constitutional amendment. That's a 2/3 majority, 2/3 of the people, and 2/3 of the states. Don't let anybody take your metal absent legal amendment. Presidents don't know the law. That's right. That's really true, Gold Chick. You're right. Price of silver in particular will be volatile because of the speculation and the instability of the market. Yep, and a lot of the instability is regarding industrial use, industrial demand for sure. And good to see Ghost in Plain Sight. Thank you, Ghost in Plain Sight. All right. John Knox just had 2 comments blocked in the chat. Well, that's strange. I don't see it. Usually I can see if a comment is held for review and the moderators can accept it. I've not seen that tonight here in the chat. That is weird. Not sure what's going on there. All right. All right, we've got Silver Honda, who drives a blue Honda, says the following. In the absence of the gold standard, there is no way to protect savings from confiscation through inflation. There is no safe store of value. That's right, Alan Greenspan. Exactly, very good. Okay, that froze up for us for a while. Okay, so it must be a glitchy thing on YouTube. Okay, E133 says mine is or was as well too. Sorry about that. Hoppin' John is here from Oklahoma. Sorry about the glitching with the chat. I'm not seeing it on my end, but maybe it is something happening for viewers. Tizente Flight says YouTube auto deletes comments that have certain keywords. Usually what will happen, and I'll show you this when we get up here. I'll show you what happens. Maybe we'll see it here. We have the global warmer with an algorithmic hanging loose and thumbs up. Thank you, brother. Homestead Aquarius says, thank you so much for the history lesson, Sal. I appreciate everything you do. So far, don't slack up. I'm going to try to keep moving on. Your viewership certainly encourages me to do so. I appreciate that so much. Shane Brennan is here. Very good to see you. Helen Dobbs says, hi, I have a question. Do you know why there is a V on the peace dollar? I do, yes. Some people say it was because it was minted after the victory of World War I, and V is for victory. But I think it was also related to an homage to the Latin roots. And the V's were used back then. Yes, indeed. W, which is why the W is really a double V. So I think that's really the reason, the biggest reason. All right. Let's march ahead here. The global warmer is here. He's working and listening. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you being here. Stormwolf says, you reckon anything will occur this week with the potential BRICS movement, mate? I doubt it, but gold did skyrocket, and all I can say is wahoo. Yes. I did talk about that in my video earlier, Storm. Yes, indeed. Our best watched an old funny short that I did. Thank you, brother. And David Arteman says, thanks for the video. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. President Franklin Delano Roosevelt's 1933 executive order outlawing the private ownership of gold in the United States was arguably unconstitutional. That's right, Media Man. Yep. Indeed it was. And Annie Oakley says here, in this video, we're going to check the markets, and we're going to check to see how they flowed for the last hour with the charts. So stay tuned for that. Annie Oakley says, interesting video, Sal. Recently, while traveling, I accidentally stumbled into Lake Maconaughy in New England. Everything in my pockets fell out and are lying at the bottom of that lake somewhere. Heck of a deal. Sal, what will you do if and when Uncle Sam tells people to bring the gold in? Well, I will lose it in the same lake. And is that New England or Nebraska? I think that's Nebraska. I think she's from there. But anyways. Oh, No IQ. Thank you, No IQ, for the 19.99 super chat there. And look at this. We also just came in as well, too, from No IQ. A double whammy. A No IQ sent at $19.99 in the super chat. Thank you, brother. And $50 in the PayPal, friends and family. Thank you so much, my friend. He says, keep up the great work, Sal. No exercise. Thank you, brother. I am honored and humbled. Thank you so much, my friend. Man, wow. Very kind of you indeed. It blows me away. I feel so undeserving. But I am most appreciative of you taking the time to do that and your time and your money for the support of this channel. It means a lot. It's honored. I'm honored and humbled beyond words. So thank you, my friend. I appreciate that so much. All right. Let's see here. Now, so yes, that's what I would do. They're not getting, I don't think they're going to get it. But thank you, Annie Oakley. Corey Mason, from the eye of a gold miner, gold is far more abundant than silver underground. Thanks again for your great work, brother. Yes, problem is getting it out. And But I don't know. Silver's mined as a byproduct of the other metals, and they're pulling a lot of ounces out of the ground in all different directions, for sure. But the thing is it's far more abundant under the ground that you mine as a gold miner, placer mining and creek mining. Not much silver. In fact, you won't find any silver there. Most of the silver is mined well underground. All right, let's get back over here. Let's check the market prices now. And we can see here that gold is up 40 cents still. Silver is down 1 cent. We're going to take a look at the charts and see how gold has been performing over the last hour. We're looking at the green line. It's pretty much mirroring the blue line from, I guess, Friday. Pretty crazy indeed. But look at that. So it's slightly up, and it's really just kind of very, very fine jigsaw tooth pattern there. Just kind of hanging out there. Up very, very little. Not much movement at all over the past hour. Not much movement at all. As we almost done with this coffee here. Oh, yeah. And Nick is still with us tonight. Good to see you, Nick. Let's see. So here we go. Let's take a look at silver over the last hour. And you can see that silver has been a little bit more volatile in comparison to gold. We're looking at bid price in terms of the movement in the chart. It's now down into negative territory. Yes, indeed. Very, very good. So there's where silver is. Now, let's get to the comments. And I want to show you guys something here. No more thinning if Salome Metal was the U.S. Mint Director. That would be my first priority. And by the way, there has been some evidence of thinning before. Even in the 80s with some of the proof, Lincoln Cents have finning on them as well. They've got the finning. But yes, it is finning with an F. Silver Patriot FGNS, who by the way has a ATB 5-ounce quarter silver. Obverse has his profile picture there. Great history lesson on gold and the U.S. dollar. Points out the importance of pushing for a small federal government with limited control. Amen, brother. Yes, indeed. Amen, brother. Yes, indeed. All right, buy an ounce every time Sal takes a sip. There you go. That's me pumping precious metals every time I slurp. Slurping precious metals. Goes in plain sight. Slurp, 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 slurp. That's right. Rolling Thunder from this one says, they just keep moving the goalpost here. Yes, that's right. A lot of these statisticians, that's what they do. Statisticians. What's to stop them from banning possession of bullion in the future? At the end of the day, we're at the mercy of the government. It might just be that we can't beat them, might as well join them scenario. Sadly, that gives them more control. Hate to be a dystopian, but happy Sunday. No, I hear you. And I'm going to do probably a video talking about how they can track your purchases or not track your purchases. Even if they can track your purchases, how they know if you sold or when you sold. But anyways, very good. All right. Let's see here. Okay. We've got a Tony Fabulous. Is this compared to a king months and months of traveling to Egypt to upset their economy? I wouldn't go see Taylor nor Beyonce for free. Hells, I wouldn't even watch them on TV. There you go. All right. I understand. All right, now let's see here. Let's refresh these comments, because I want to show you something over here. If you're a content creator, contents that are held for review are ones that get put there. This is one of those. This got flagged from Michael Rodriguez. And I don't know why. It's because of OnlyFans or whatever, only appropriate. But anyways, really I don't know why that did that. So I'll approve this. I approve 99% of these. Will that show up there? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But there's a lot of comments you say you talk that never get there. But here's ones that comments below may be. Let me see if I can show you this. All right. Comments that may be offensive have been hidden. So let's show hidden comments. Show hidden comments. Here we go. Okay, so Lamar Avery says that Chris Guy is some huge moron and pumper like most everyone from USA. So this is Quant. So I'm going to approve this comment, but likely it's the half and half of whether it gets scammed or gets or if it gets shows up there. But anyways, so that's what happens there. Unless I always approve your comments. Like here's Johnny Silver Bull. I'm gonna always approve comments from this user. Sometimes I get those, sometimes I don't. So anyways, just so you understand how it works from the content creator side, let's get down here to the bottom here. Good crowd with us tonight. Thank you. We've got 150 of you here. We have 190 thumbs up. We're getting close to 200. I really have not been, asking for likes on the live streams as much, and because I don't want to make it seem like I'm just constantly talking about likes, but I do appreciate those to take the time to do that. All right, Matt Bittner with an emoticon there, with an algorithmic emoticon. He's been watching the older videos. We've got Michael Rodriguez says, what to watch for, the U.S. dollar and BRICS nations. That's right. Yep, that's true. And AIXU says here, interesting stuff, Sal. I just graduated high school in 1971, he says here, and entered the workforce. Didn't understand what Nixon was doing at the time. I remember another thing that he did, instituted a wage freeze at the same time, kept me from getting a wage increase for some number of months. As usual, information is good stuff. I learned a lot from your channel. Keep it up. Thank you, sir. Yes, you lived it. You saw it at the time for sure. Tucson Bubba. Thank you, Tucson Bubba. My friend is here. $5 for Sal's Coffee Fund. Thank you, brother. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Thank you, Donovan Robbins. Like a slurp in Tucson Bubba's honor. In stereo. Everybody put on your headphones. Here we go. There we go. Ghost in plain sight. I apologize, Rove, of this content. Oh, you never have to apologize, my friend. Oh, I approve of this content. Okay, thank you. I approve. Well, thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. And thank you so much, Tucson Bubba, for that. Very, very kind of you indeed. Yes, indeed, as we march ahead here to the Maelstrom of Madness. Gold Maple says here on this one, so how did the gold standard come about? The Brazilian gold rush of the 1780s, he says here. Okay, always has some historical facts for us. So California gold rush of 1849, the Australian gold rush of the 1870s and 80s. All of these gold rushes increased worldwide supply of gold vis-a-vis the supply of silver. World trade was actually in silver, but Britain and many European countries had a huge trade deficit with China, and silver was being drained from European treasuries. Gold was the solution. Very good, interesting. I did not know that. Some of that. Thank you so much, Gold Maple. All right. And Matt Bittner with an algorithmic emoticon there on our older video that he watched there. One of these days, says James O'Neill Browns. Yes, indeed. One of these days, indeed. Matt Bittner with more emoticon. Stuff happening there. Now let's take a look at the markets again, shall we? Let's refresh this here. And we can look at this, folks. All right, now everything is down, save for palladium. The markets are taking a move in another direction tonight, folks. Gold is now down 40 cents to $18.90 and 10 cents, everybody. And silver is down 2 cents. All right, Jamie Foxx, have a good night, my friend. Appreciate you. Have a good one. And CCT is leaving us, too. Yes, indeed. Have a good night. Sleep well. Time to me to practice my Dutch oven techniques. All right, there you go. All right. Very good. Nice. All right. Very good. So platinum is down 3, silver down 2 cents, gold down 40 cents. Let's get back to this. We've got Gregory Green agreed the de-dollarization hype is just that. It's going nowhere. It would be nice to see some kind of gold standard, partial or full, in place, but I don't believe it will ever happen. Probably not. Bill 4572, it's his birthday today. I don't know if he's still here, but appreciate him. It says, why can't they have a big event, for example, Ozfest, and put the money towards the budget? There you go. Yes, that would be a pretty interesting and fascinating thing if they were to do that. All right. All right, just finished the coffee. Now I'm going to put in the chaser, which is just pure H2O. That's water for those of you in Rio Linda. Oh, yeah. Great vid, bro. Thank you, Devin. Appreciate you watching, Devin. We're here tonight if you want to pop in and join us. Low blood pressure. We still have the gold standard at $1,900. Well, that's the gold market. It's not a gold standard. David Rubin says, a great history lesson on this show today. Good stuff. Gather, collect, and stack. What is with your budget? That's right. Within your budget. That is within your budget. Exactly right. All right. Matt Bittner with an emoticon there watching this video too. He's watching the old videos and the new videos. Eric Svenison says, isn't silver's ratio to gold in the Earth's crush about 20 to 1? So should be the price. Actually, no, that's not right. That's a completely different thing. Actually, the gold to silver ratios in the crush is about 7 to 9 to 1. It's in between 7 and 9 to 1. But it does not equate to the price. The perfect example of that would be platinum. Platinum, much rarer than gold, but is much cheaper, about half the cost of gold. Yes, indeed. Very good. All right, let's see here. Let's get back over here to the comments. I love your opening. Thank you, Go4. I appreciate it. Some people don't like it, so I appreciate you liking it. These double eagles are expensive. Yes, indeed, the double eagles are pretty pricey these days. They actually were fairly cheap a while ago. Bottled in a bond, and it is bottled water. It is cheap, generic bottled water, but bottled water nonetheless. Great value. John Bethia says, once used silver change, I felt like I had something. When they made clad change, it made no feeling at all. Yep, exactly. True that. Author Monk. That is actually incorrect. Watch this. Author Monk. He says Nixon took us off the gold standard. Actually, he didn't. Technically, he didn't. Watch my video here, the real day the gold standard died. Watch that video to find out why. Yes, indeed. Nixon merely closed the window. Silver Patriot, FGNS, only time and the irresponsibility of the government will tell. That's true. Very true. No IQ says, thank you for the refresher. Thank you, No IQ. All right. Appreciate you, brother. Hello, my silver journey. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. PC Coinstar is here. Good crowd tonight. Thank you for joining us all. Everybody, silver is going nowhere, says Helix Band. Well, technically that's not true. It has gone somewhere. If you look at draw a line through the chart, even between the year 2020, it's actually up slightly. But yes, indeed, when you look at the overall adjusted for inflation. Hot-headed Joel, I think you mentioned more things that will make prices fall rather than rise. All right, well, we'll see. And there very well could be some of the opposite things happen here. All right. And let's see here. Let's march on down. Cherokee Cowboy, great lesson in history. Keep on stacking. Yes, indeed. Yes, local coin shop owner who's too busy to answer phone. Yes, I'm in a band, but it's not my main source of income. It's a very, very small operation. Video Man, 8,100 tons of gold is a drop in the bucket compared to the national debt. That's true. Not enough gold on the planet to back up currencies. Besides, governments would trade dollars for gold. Well, the thing is what's going to happen is if we ever went on a gold standard, then there would be a massive, massive revaluation, Media Man. I actually covered that in a video recently. If you go to my channel and search for, not pudding, but you can search for pudding too. How can you have your pudding if you don't put your coin in it? If you type in revaluation, the most important reason to own gold, revaluation is coming. That is a precursor to what would take place if that would happen. Johnny Silver has just gifted 5 Salivate Metal memberships. Thank you, Johnny Silver. Way to go, brother. A 9mm round shot across the bow by Johnny Silver. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Very kind of you. Everybody who got one, send a big thank you to Johnny Silver. By the way, Johnny Silver has his own YouTube channel as well. Just started it. He did a really good review of a nice kitty round, believe it or not. It wasn't the Salivate Metal kitty round, one much better. It's a kitty in a suit. Very, very nice. All right. Very, very good. Nice. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Very, very good. Let's get over here to the Maelstrom of Madness again here. I know we're not progressing in that area. Quant 2011 says here, for silver to rise to 40, U.S. debt must not be 32 trillion, but 140 trillion. I don't know. Silver's price is not necessarily equated with the debt because it's been much lower when the debt's been higher, and compared the debt to silver price ratio is not something we've really ever really seen or studied. No real economists really have done that. And this will attract some small group of new buyers, certainly not corporations or pension funds. Yeah. But I don't know that I would necessarily equate silver's price to a debt. Very good. Thank you, Jay Monlease, for posting a link to Johnny Silver's channel. And let's see here. Very good. 66 Sam, we need an armored Saint Gaudens. There you go. I like that. An armored Saint Gaudens. I love it. Gold maple, the gold standard, existed in the U.S. from 1873 to 1933. It was replaced by Bretton Woods system from 45 to 71 when all of the currencies were pegged to the U.S. dollar, which in turn was fixed to a certain quantity of gold. Yep. Pretty much talked about that in the video. Goros Well says, all right. Thank you, I guess. Interesting comment. And let's see here. And there's 66 Sam. He's with us tonight. Thank you, brother. FN59 Shaw says, a very good unbiased explanation of how we ended up in our current situation. I'll be sharing this video. Thank you, FN59. I appreciate that. It means a lot. Definitely helps a lot when you share the videos, and I appreciate you so much. Good to see Jerry Parker. Very good. As we march on through, got the hiccups here. I apologize in retrospect and in advance because I'm probably going to have some more hiccups. But I don't mean for it to happen. It's involuntary. Salgorithm from Lars Ulrich says, Electric Ninja, thank you, brother. Do not comply. Corrupt USA government and paper contracts. Sick of price fixed markets. Yep, it's pretty crazy. Federal Reserve has definitely been one to do that. Very good. All right, let's get over here to the markets again, shall we? Will they still be down? Yes, they will, and they are. They are down, folks. Gold is down 30 cents to $18.90 and 20 cents, down 0.02%. Silver's now down just over 1/10 of a percentage point to $22.84, down 3 cents. Platinum is down $2. Palladium is the precious metal that rules the roost tonight. It's up $5 at $12.93. Very good, very good. All right. All right. Ah, yeah. Very good. Let's get over here. See what we've got with some more comments. We've got Johnny Bull from 20 minutes ago on this video about the day the real gold standard died. He says, I've got to get me a St. Gaudens. It's weird how that happened on 420. Yep, almost makes you wonder if it's not a deep state playing words later on. And then when you would probably be smoking 420 to make that connection. Good point, Johnny Silver Bull. That's right. I love it. Very good. You guys, good to see you. Thank you, Hasta La Vista Adventures. Thanks for popping in tonight. I appreciate it. Have a great week ahead. D-Glass is still here. Ridge Runner is here with us tonight. We've got Jerry Parker, Paul Zabo. Good job. Glad you guys are with us tonight. Let's refresh these comments and see what has come across the bow over the last couple of minutes here. We've got Gold Maple. Says here, the first shock to the gold standard was in 1914 with the outbreak of World War I, when gold reserves were expended and many central banks' reserves of gold were low except for the U.S. Many countries during the 10s and 20s go in and out of the gold standard during this time. The pound is around this time replaced with the U.S. dollar as the international currency. That's right. Ghost in Plain Sight in the chat says, silver will prosper when we stay out of the bottom of this crash, I suspect 1.5 years out. Perhaps so. We may have to be patient for for a while. It is a good idea to stock some food as well. You're right, Jimmy Het. And other ways to prepare. That includes non-perishables as well as perishables if you can store them. Quant 2011. All I see is $240 trillion in fake fiat assets and 2.6 billion ounce monetary gold and 7 billion ounce monetary silver, which people hate loving so much. Yeah. That's the completely undervalued of all precious metals compared to the currencies out there. Or maybe the currencies are overvalued. I'm not sure. All right, very good. Full platinum stack coming. Not sure. I have to think about that. I may do that at some point in time. The thing is a lot of my stacks are kind of spread out. You've seen my full rhodium stack. You've seen my full palladium stack. You've even seen my full tungsten stack. But for the amount of views that a platinum stack would get with how spread out it is in different locations, it may not be worth doing because it's going to get very few views. I almost didn't do my modern commemorative collection. That one took a heck of a lot of work and got very few views. People just aren't interested in it. So I'm on the fence on when that will be. It's going to be a long time. I just got the thing done with the gold stack. I took a lot of time and energy to do. But anyways, hey, have a good week. Thank you, Jerry Parker. Non-compliant is here. Got your comment. Thank you, sir. All right. Quant 2011 says Apple can earn $50 billion on iPhones. Can silver miners earn $50 billion in silver? No, iPhones are more crucial than silver. Well, yeah, I understand. It's kind of it shouldn't be that way, but just goes to show you what's more in now. Same thing with Taylor Swift earning much more money per ticket than somebody going to see my band and play in a concert. You know what I mean? All right. Red Crawler needs rest after digging up the backyard. That's right. Jeff Nelson. Sure glad I follow Sal's. He promotes all metals. More diversification has to be good. Thank you. I appreciate that, Jeff. Yes, indeed. That's why the channel is called Salivate Metal, not Salivate Silver or Gold. But thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. And Stuart Moore says, from $12 to $16 from the low March of 2020, adjusted for inflation, that equates to a 33.3% rate of inflation. I don't think we've seen anything yet, Mr. Sal. Yep, that's right. When you look at between March of 2020 to now, that's right. Good job on your math. I've not checked it, but that sounds about right. Because we've had, well, it may not be quite that much because we've had 16% inflation since, I think, March of 2021. But anyways. All right. Very, very good. Let's get back over here to another comment. Algo's not helping, but out on the videos. Nope, that's right. Yeah, the algorithm, it's tough. It's tough, especially when you're trying to grow the channel. But anyways, I digress. But hey, it just means that I mean, you know, make no mistake, no matter what the algorithm does, I appreciate you guys for being here. Some of you know that you can't rely on the notifications or the or even your subscription feed to see the videos, so you bookmark the channel and come in and check, because I do put videos every day. Yes, indeed. All right. Oh, let's see here. Let's march forward now to the next comment. We've got Bill Jelinski says, I like to buy silver because it looks so nice and it's affordable. Yeah, I tell you what, there's a good reasons to buy it. For sure, I like the look of silver too. I'm more of a collector than anything. Started collecting when I began collecting state quarters. Once I realized they minted the state quarters in silver, then I started to buy silver. That's really cool, Bill. That's an interesting way to get into silver, by coin collecting clad versions and finding the proof silver versions. It's very cool. Nice way to collect. And you always have the intrinsic value of the silver to protect you when you stack. I'm actually looking at a proof silver quarter in my hand right now from 1960. Really, really cool. I like it. All right. Very, very good. Twitch Radio is here. No new gold coins coming out other than the recent American Liberty series and the Proof Morgans and Peace Dollar that I can see from the United States anyway. Moose says, on the 1923 coin, it looks like it reads, in God we truest. Trust. What's a truest? It's like Visit in the Divergent from Forgotten Realms campaign. It is essentially done for an homage to Latin, because Latin, the U's were V's and were no U's in Old Latin. And also, some interpret it to being the victory, V for victory in World War I. So they put that in there as a double meaning. Because essentially the peace dollar was the ending of the Great War and celebrating in a sustained time of peace, which never turned out because 20 years later, we were back in a war footing yet again. All right, thank you, Johnny Silver. Appreciate you, brother. Have a good one. All right. Welder, we are looking at, and I need to get back to it, we're looking at Kitco. This is where I monitor prices. We're looking at Kitco now. And thank you for the reminder. And you can see that all the metals are down, and palladium has flatlined now. So there is that. Gold is down now 0.01%, down just a dime. Silver's down 0.07%, down 2 cents. So they're struggling. They're trying to keep their head above water. Yes, indeed. Very, very good. So that is the status of the markets here. We're looking at Kitco. All right. Very good. Happy Sunday to Silver Lion is here. Good to see you. And let's get back over here too. This is Tessa Cunningham making a comment on this afternoon's video about the real day the gold standard died. Ever notice how the money looks like monopoly money? Like they're rubbing it in our faces, Sal. It went to crap in 1913 when the money changers, the creators of the whole entire money system, took over and put us into debt slavery. We need to flip the table again. That's right. It's all printed on the same paper anyway. And it's a paper's value, maybe 50 cents, even less than that, actually. The gold foil dollars I bought as a joke gift is worth more than paper money we have now. You're right. Of course, this is all in my opinion. Do not hold Sal accountable for my language or thoughts. Have a blessed day. Thank you. You are awesome, Tessa Cunningham, and you're exactly right. Very good to see you. Good to see Beto D is here. And it's good to see Twitch Radio with us as well tonight. Get the coin from the U.S. Mint with a tree on it. Yes, I did. I've not actually don't have it in my hands yet, but it should be delivered soon. So hopefully we'll get it very soon. I'm not holding out much hope that it's going to be very good quality, though. Mainly for finning and off-center strikes. I'd be willing to bet money that it's going to arrive off-centered and it's going to suck. All right. Let's refresh these markets one more time. Just 2 comments we've got here. We're all getting caught up here. We'll go ahead and read Gold Maple's comment. He's been kind of on a rant with this video, so we're going to go ahead and do that. 1873 is considered the starting year of the gold standard. This is when the majority of countries adopted gold as specie. Gold coins were minted and banknotes issued where the payer could redeem for fixed amount of gold coins. When Imperial Germany adopted the gold standard in 1873, many other European nations, including the U.S., were forced to go to a gold standard, issuing coins as money. There you go. Yes, indeed. All right. True. Tucson Bubba's got the bourbon pump out. Good job. And no scammers on Sundays, typically, Mike, sadly. I wish they would call. I would take them. Utah Mike says here on this video, too soon here. Let me get this over here. Maybe make this work and make it happen. Says, I started investing for retirement in 1987. In 1987, a $100 invested in the S&P 500 is now worth about $3,500. In 1987, with that $100, you could have purchased about 12 ounces of silver. That would be about $276 a day. There have been many ups and downs, but you decide. Well, that's true. The S&P 500 is made up of stocks, and the overall diversification of the markets in general, depending on how that's invested. But how you did it, yes, that could be true. Maybe even better. But silver is not about making money. It's not about as an investment. That's the difference. That's the difference. Like a Bitcoin is another example. You invested in Bitcoin in 2009 to today, you're doing very, very well. Ghost in plain sight. If we were trading craft for craft, would you accept silver as a trade medium? Yes. Yes, indeed, I would. Oh, yeah. Gold, too, by the way. All right. All caught up in the comments. Let's see if we have any help for review. Nothing there. Let's take a look at the markets. And we can see here that the markets are indeed there. Silver is a savings account. That's exactly right, Jeff. People often make comparisons with other investment vehicles, and there's no comparison at all, really. Because silver should not be seen as something you're going to get rich off of. It is wealth preservation in the pure sense over a long course of time. All right. Yeah, the Fed has a plunge protection team. That's right, exactly. Very, very good. So silver is now down 2 cents now. Gold is down 30 cents. Platinum is down 3. All right. Very, very good. Now, I'm going to show you something. Now we've reached the end of this, of the comments. We're not at the end of this live stream yet. We'll refresh and see if any of that comment has popped up here just in case. I don't think we're going to see any. But we go over here. I want to show you the delay. The delay on the comments here. You see this here? You're looking at this. This is a delay. So I'm just seeing these comments, and it takes about 20 to 30 seconds for me to respond to you if I see it. So most of you guys understand that, but you're going to see a real example of it here. Good to see T the Silver Stacker. Good to see you. Welcome, freaking awesome. Yes, indeed. Glad to see you. So you can see that. So like I'm gonna respond to a comment as soon as it pops up, and see how long it takes for you to see it. Descente Flight says delay. As soon as it said delay, I'm responding with delay. I don't know how long that's going to take, but anyways, just wanted to show you that. Because I try to be as quick as I can when I see things pop up, if I can get to it. But sometimes I still miss it, but anyway, so you understand how it's going. All right, so I'm going to pull this back over here. That's my chat side. And let's see, let's refresh these markets again. See, we've got, whoops, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know why this does that, but anyways, it always goes down to the very bottom. Look at this. All right, gold is making a rebound tonight. Exciting times, yes. Not at Ridgemont High, but here on the Salivate Metal live stream. Gold is up now a dime, a full dime. Yes, indeed, it's crazy. DL Stacker, here's your 20-second late hello. Thank you, brother. So there it is. Gold is up 10 cents. Silver's now down only 1 cent. Platinum is down 3. Wow. What a night. What a night it is. All right, for sure. And let's get rid of this over here. So the markets have been relatively quiet. We saw them go up, start the evening up, and then they went down slightly. And now, as the evening gets closer here to a close, gold is now up. Could silver go into positive territory? Possibly. We'll find out. We will find out in due course. We'll see. A whole freaking dime. That's right, Tucson Bubba. We get excited about dime movements here. Yes, indeed, we sure do. Now, let's see here. Now, but what we're going to do, folks, we're going to have a little fun. We haven't done this in a while. It's been a little while since we've done it. It's been kind of crazy busy, but it's just don't have any comments here. But people, let's see if there's any more comments that have popped in. And no more have popped in. We're going to play a little game. We're going to play a little game. We've not done this in a while. But if you go to my channel and you scroll all the way to the right. Whoops. if you scroll all the way to the right, you will see a little search, little magnifying glass. And that magnifying glass is a little search bar. And likely you can search the channel for anything and something will pop up of your interest. People will ask me, Sal, have you ever done a video on copper? Yes, I have. Just type in copper. Done a lot of videos on copper. Have you ever done a video on tungsten? Yes. Have you ever done a video on central banks buying gold? Have you done a video on this topic? Have you done a video on price manipulation? Yes, 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 and yes. I've got 6.2 thousand videos on the channel. Likely I've covered it. But there's some things I missed too. So in this game, we're going to have a little fun with it though. Since I have so many videos, that means that you could probably put in anything in the search box and something's going to show up. So we're going to have a little fun with it. So when I say and type the word go, and only then, I'm going to have you type in a crazy and wild search term. It can be crazy, it can be wild, it can be zany. Yes, it can even be a little salacious. But not too overly vulgar, please. Let's keep it relatively PG-13 if possible. And then what we're going to do this so they know you're playing the game is when you put your search term in, put 3 pluses before the search term, just like this. And only after I type the word go. No more than 3 words and no proper names. It's very important. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what you guys get. Let's see if you can break the search. Sometimes people will put in terms in there and nothing pops up. Live stream results don't count because there's a lot of topics covered there. But let's see what you guys come up with. We haven't played this game in a while. This is the video game, as a term coined by JM Unleashed, by the way. So we're going to see what pops up here, what you guys say. Keep it coming, keep it coming. Let's see here. They have to be real words from the English language, no proper names, no more than 3 words. No more than 3 words. All right. Very good. All right. All right, everybody stop. Everybody stop. Really good ones tonight, guys. Good ones. But we're going to do one in honor of No IQ. And it's actually, I think this is a pretty clever one he put in there. Chips. We're going to try chips. From No IQ. Chips. Yes, look at that. But that was from a live stream. This is the first results from a live stream. But the second one was from 7 years ago. 2-ounce lunar goat and CoinKeeper poker chip round. Yes, indeed, I actually still have that. And look at this, snack before 50. I did have some snacks. But anyways, but this is the one we're going to do. So what happens now is this gives you a chance to go check out some of the older videos. You can have fun with this yourself by searching for something. You never know what might pop up. So this video here, if my moderator, if JM Unleashed could grab that video a link and post it in the comment section or in the chat here, I'm going to pin it. And so when this live stream is over, if you will watch that video in its entirety, it's only 3 minutes and 43 seconds long, like the video and put in there the word chips and that you're joining it, that you're watching it in the future. This is from 7 years ago and that you're watching it from this live stream. I'd appreciate that. Yes, indeed. This is something I did on the regular for a while to kind of bring light to some of the older videos that the algorithm has completely just buried. And these old videos are forgotten about. The average lifespan of a video of mine is about 12 to 24 hours. They don't really last too long. There we go. Thank you. JM Unleashed has just posted a link to it. I'm going to pin it. Thank you, my friend, JM Unleashed. You are the man. He always finds the cleverest emoticons to put with it, too. That's great. Good job, JM Unleashed. So we put that there. And thank you. So, guys, check it out. So, yes, indeed. Thank you. No IQ, great choice. Great choice of words. Others of you have posted some really good ones. We'll try to do this game a little bit more often now. But go check out that video. Thumb it up and post a comment, chips. Let us know. Very good. All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and take off. It's been a great night tonight here. We had a great amount of fun, and it's been a blessing to be with you guys tonight. We are back to our regular release for now. back to our regular format here, which is nice, much easier to work with in my view. And we are going to be doing guest spots, probably impromptu, where you guys can join us, panels, if you will, from time to time. We'll be doing that semi-regularly as well, too. And we'll also be doing more of these video games, have a little bit of fun on the live streams. You guys are wonderful. This has been a good night, and I really appreciate you guys taking the time to be here. I'm going to leave you with this sage piece of advice that I think was going to serve you well in life, and that is this: to keep your feet on the stars and keep reaching for the ground. Have a good night, all. And by the way, make sure to check out Rocky Superstar. He's live streaming at 8 o'clock. Yes, indeed. Take care. Have a good night, all. Bye.